Alright, so I'm going to do a simulated turn of play just to help give a idea of how a turn goes. So, right now I have one blue charge, one yellow charge, one red charge, and I have 3 gray charges. So for my turn, very first thing that you do, place your weirds into the charge pile. In my hand I have 1, 2, 3 weirds. So all 3 of those are going to be placed here in my charge pile. So now I have 6 weirds. This right here is just my hand. Alright, so I have 6, 7, 8, 9 energy to spend. What I'm going to do, I'm going to declare the spells that I'm casting. So I'm casting Berkana, which costs 2 energy. And I'm going to cast Jera, which costs 4. 1, 2, 3, and then I'm using this for my 4th energy. You cannot spend more than the cost of the card to cast it. That is a solid limitation. Alright, so the order that I'm going to resolve these in, I'm going to resolve Berkana first. So, I spent 2 energy on it, and it's got 1 gray effect. 1 gray to deal 1 damage. So I'm spending 2 gray, so for each of those I deal 1 damage. So my opponent's life goes down 2 points. Now Berkana has been resolved. Not quite. There's also the phrase effects right here. So I cast Jera, which matches. So I get to charge 3 cards. So that means that I take the top 3 cards of my deck. 1, 2, 3, and put them directly into my charge pile. Now I did not also play Kanaz. I did not play that blue card. So that is all that happens with Berkana. So now these 2 get discarded. Then I move on to resolving Jera. I have 3 Gary cards. So that means that I draw 3 cards. I only have 2. So I draw both cards. And now I have 1 left that I need to draw. So my discard pile gets shuffled, becomes a new deck, and I draw 1 last card. So that's these 3 effects have been taken care of. Now for the 4th effect, I have a blue charge. So I can either use it to draw a card, or I can use it to deal damage. I think for that 1 charge, dealing 3 damage is pretty awesome. So 1, 2, 3 damage dealt to my opponent. Now, there is one additional effect. Over here, I played Berkana on the same turn, so I also get 5 more damage stacked on. The red is damage, and that shape is 5 in the Norse counting system. So, that's 5 additional damage. And that is the last effect that I can activate on this, so all of these are now discarded. Alright, so that is the end. Resolved all the runes. So now on to step 4, refining mana. What that means is, anything that you cast that turn now becomes a charge. Now they are just that color. This is a blue charge. These are both yellow charges. These are both red charges. And I've got my gray charges, of course. Now what I can do is I can spend any of my charges to purchase things. So I think I'm going to spend 1, 2, 3 total charges to purchase this card here. So all of those go to my discard pile. And then I get the top card here to replace. Now I can purchase again because I still have charges left. I'm going to spend 1, 2, 3 to purchase this. All of those get added to the discard pile, and then the next card gets drawn. I've only got 2 left, so I can't afford to purchase anything else. Now you remember, you don't have to purchase anything. Alright, so end of turn. I draw 5 new cards. Looks like I only have 1 left here, so it gets drawn up into my hand. Then my discard pile gets shuffled. Becomes my new deck, and I draw the last 4 cards. And that would be the end of my turn, and play would continue with the other character, with the other player. So that is a basic breakdown of the phases. You place your weirds into the charge pile, declare the runes that you're casting, and distribute your charges to where you're casting. Then you resolve your effects 1 rune at a time. Remember, you have to completely finish resolving 1 rune before you can move on to the next one. Once you complete resolving, you discard the charges for that card. Afterwards, you refine mana, so anything that you cast that turn becomes charges. Then you can purchase new runes. You don't have to, it is optional. And then you draw 5 new cards. Drawing the 5 new cards is at the end of your turn.